Alright, well, this video is about all the gang stereotypes of Yokohama. If you don't know, Yokohama is basically a Tokyo Revengers game. It's pretty similar to Revengers and Revengers Dispute. If you guys know what that is, then you're probably gonna love this game. But basically this video is gonna be about all the gang stereotypes and, how they act and what their standing is in the game. Let's get into it. First one I'm gonna get into is Toman. I fucking hate all of them. Toman does nothing but gank. They literally have, their entire gang is almost full of freshies. And I can only name a handful of people in there that are actually good. Yoshiko, he's one of them. Jeremiah was a pretty alright player, but he left. But yeah, if you ever see Toman in game, 9 times out of 10, they probably have like 5 of their homies to back them up if they get touched one time. So be ready to be anal raped by them. Alright, next gang I'm gonna get into is a gang that goes by the name of Singoki. If you don't know already, Singoki is a uncanon clan, but it was made by a person called Mert. Mert originally was in Toman, but he made his own gang. It's basically full of Indian people, so you won't really see many people in there speaking English. But I basically call them Toman 2.0 because all they do is gank with their friends. But they have pretty cool outfits, so that's something else. Next one that we're gonna get into is Valhalla. Now, I was in Valhalla. It was pretty okay. I mean, Offs was a really big yes man. If you don't know, Offs is Hanma. Well, used to be Hanma. But he was a yes man. And then we had Beto. Now, Beto, if you don't know, Beto was a Chad. Everyone loves him. Beto, he was okay. We got Pigeon, and Pigeon was a pretty good division captain. If you didn't know, I was the division captain there too. But right now it's kind of dead, but I think it's going to get revived. Valhalla was semi-good at PvP. I mean, there's some people in there that were complete dog shit at the game. But every now and then we had good players. Alright, next one. Tenjiku, the one that I'm in right now. If you don't already know, Tenjiku is full of Chad people, and everyone loves them. Okay, no, I'm joking. I mean, Tenjiku, it's alright. It's pretty mediocre. I mean, there's a lot of good people in there. I mean, there's Motion, myself, Beetle. Beetle was hailed as, like, basically the best Wave 0 back then. So he's a pretty good Izana. If you see him in game, 9 times out of 10, he's chill. If he's not recruiting people. Then we have Rindo. Rindo is pretty alright in Tenjiku. I've known him for a little bit, so he's a personal friend of mine. And yeah, that's basically it for Tenjiku. Next one that we're gonna get into is Twin Devils. Now, Twin Devils, if you didn't know already, I was the first angry, so I kind of started Twin Devils. The whole thing that I wanted to do for Twin Devils was have actually good people that were good at PvP. So 9 times out of 10, you saw a lot of us running around, recruiting players, fighting each other, stuff like that in events. But this was like way back when Wave 1 was just a thing. So you Wave 2s probably don't really know what this is, or if you're watching this during the game release. So yeah, Twin Devils, currently, I'm not even gonna lie, it's fucking dead right now. Lorth, he was in Twin Devils when I was leading it, but I don't know what he's doing now. He said he has plans to revive it, but only the future can tell if that's true or not. So yeah, let's get into Black Dragons. Now, Black Dragons is a really interesting game because it has a lot of drama in it. If you didn't know already, then we had a person by the name of Sin. Sin, he was a Seishu, and he was a person that glitched to get his boxing style, which wasn't released back then. So everyone was hailing him as the best player because he had boxing and he had a tall height, so he could hit you from 40 fucking miles away, all while you're still struggling to land a single hit on him. I experienced that. But yeah, the Black Dragons, I was in that also. It had semi-good players. It's sort of like Tenjiku, but a downgraded version. Right now, Astro is currently working to get that up and running again, so maybe in the future, Black Dragons will be as good as it used to be. Let's get into the next one. Big Deal. Big Deal was the first uncanon game that started. It was honestly a friend group, if I'm gonna be brutally honest, because I don't really see that many of them in game, and they don't have like a specific uniform, but I think it was just a meme that some of their friends made, and they're like, yeah, let's make a gang in Yokohama. So I can't really speak too much on it. Workers, well, it was called Hostel, but now it's called Workers, is another non-canon gang in Yokohama. It's currently being led by, I believe, Denji, and Denji was an actually good player in the Yokohama community. He's very respected. So I'm going to assume that some of the people in their gang are semi-good at PvP. Now let's go to the next one. Mobius. If I've learned one thing from being in Mobius is that it's a fucking meme. Just like in this show, they only lasted for literally 1 day because somebody by the name of Astro, yes, the person that is in Black Dragons right now, he made that as like a meme to counter Toman, and it really didn't turn out well. We were fucking ganking people, and we weren't really the best at PvP. So Mobius right now, God knows what they're doing. But yeah, that's it for Mobius. They're honestly a pretty irrelevant game. Now let's get into some of the unofficial games. There's only one unofficial game that I can speak for, and that's Kyodai. It's a non-canon. It's currently being led by, I believe that it's being led by Jeremiah, who was the original Baji. He currently has someone by the name of Baki Tokita, who is, Delhi. So I don't know most of their members, but they're mostly just people with the Tokita clan, and as you know, Tokita has a mode. So yeah, I don't know much about them, but yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm probably gonna make more Yokohama content in the future. This is a quick video that I wanted to get out there because I really wanted to speak about all the gangs. So yeah, enjoy.